So I messaged 20 pro/experienced players asking them only 4 questions. What's the most annoying thing in Combat Master? What do you fear the most? If you could, what would you add to the game? And at least 3 things that should be removed/fixed in this game. I would love for you guys to comment on this video answering all 4 questions and become a part of my next video. You'll get a shout out and your voice will be heard. I get another video and it's a win-win. The goal is to gather more information from every pro's perspective in this game, considering they invest the most time in it. This way, we can assist Alpha and other developers in identifying the most pressing concerns or understanding our wishes for the game. I hope everyone is having a great day. Enjoy these interesting answers from our Combat Master pros. So the first person that replied was Blitz. He's a CM Winter Major winner, you know, when Fear won the whole tournament. Dragon's Breath, and guess what? Also, Spry, if you're watching this, can I have my free battle pass holder? So honestly, I agree with him. Hit markers are easily the most annoying thing in this game. A lot of people complained about them. At some point you can get up to 4 or even 5 hit markers in a row and not kill somebody, and then they kill you and you're just mad. You want to break your monitor, you want to put your fist through it, but you know, that's how it works, I guess. It also happens with melees and darts, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I understand with the normal, you know, sniper shots, but when you do it with melee, or when you dart somebody and get a hit marker, that's even worse, you know. So he fears not being the best. I totally agree on that one. I already got to the top once, you know, I was number 1 overall for quite some time. I believe it was 2 months, and then I just decided to retire from leaderboards and not grind them anymore, and then I fell down to, I believe, top 10 or something, and you know, you don't feel like the best anymore. Better people start playing the game, more people improve at the game, and you don't have the title anymore, but you do content like I do. And about custom skins and workshops, I totally agree on that one. Dragon Breath, well, we all wanted that removed, especially on the M4. I cannot understand people who use speed build on M4 and Dragon's Breath. It's so strong. Then we have Vola, who is number 1 overall and has been holding his spot for the past 6 or 7 months. I don't even remember, like right after I got my number 1 overall. So who says, for the moment only this comes to my mind. So yeah, I agree with him on this one. I would also like to have different, you know, bot paths, because at some point it just keeps getting repetitive. It's like being in a loop, you know. You join a game and there's a bot lobby, bots always run in the same place, they always have the same path, they always have the same code, you know. They walk, they run, they shoot the same. Like, at least change that if you want to keep bots in the game. Also ping, yeah, ping is a big issue. I'm getting at least 50 to 60 ping on my own servers. So, but yeah, he's also mentioning hit markers, so that's the second person who mentioned hit markers so far. 2 out of 2, trust me, there is a lot more. The third person who replied was Cherry, the GOAT. He was also in my latest video about GeoGuessr against Ifgex. You guys better check it out. So I agree with Cherry on literally everything. The hit markers mentioned for the 3rd time so far are so annoying. Desync as well. Competitive scene is actually huge right now. There's a lot more competitive people than it used to be. You know, there's more teams. There's a lot of new small teams that are just rising, you know, grinding their way on the top, playing tournaments. There's more leagues being hosted right now. Alfa is also partnered with everybody, you know. He's doing his best to keep the community engaged, and I totally like it. But competitive downfall is definitely what we don't want. Also, if we could have ranked system and actually have a skill-based matchmaking and not just score system leaderboards, you know, because leaderboards nowadays are just pure playtime. Let's be honest, they're playtime, they're not any skill. I mean, you do need a little bit of skill, I'm lying, but it's more of a playtime, trust me. Also, esports shop is a new one I heard so far. You know, having team packs like Rocket League does. I believe Rocket League has, you know, a bunch of team packs, like card decals, boosts, and goal explosions and something like that. That would be definitely fun to have in the game from at least top teams. Anti-cheats as well. We do need a better anti-cheat, that's for sure. We need to avoid these people who use unlock tools, because guys, that's cheating. We don't want that. Not even that, you know. That's pretty much it. Better graphics. Graphics are so good so far, but I totally agree with Cherry on this one. Then we have Complex, one of the best EU players, if not the best. With Jay, I mean, Quickass, I believe you already know about Complex and Quickscope, so they're surely the best players right now in the game. So here we go again, hit markers mentioned again. For the fourth time so far, 4 out of 4, hit markers are totally the most annoying thing. Also, bots with shotguns and dual mags are also hella annoying, I agree. I also encounter people that use dual mags or shotguns. One thing he fears the most in Combat Master, I agree, that developers don't work in the comm scene that much. It's just people, and developers are just there to help them out, you know, point them out, to help them get a bigger community, more people engaged, but they don't actually work on the comp scene. I mean, ranked system, we still have nothing on it. We have no info on it. So competitive scene is definitely the only thing that's holding the game alive. Hosted events, also those little tournaments that are happening, leagues. Teams in general are the only thing keeping the game alive, I agree. The 3 things that should be removed, yeah, skin scratches are totally annoying. I'm gonna show you a picture on the screen about what he means by that and what exactly are these little skin scratches that are just messing your skins up, or camos. Keybinds bug should be fixed faster. Oh yeah, I also encountered a keybind bug. I believe I haven't fixed it yet, but I haven't changed a lot of keybinds, so I'm not really concerned about it. Definitely needs to be fixed. A lot of people have been complaining about it. Spawn killing, first frame kills, that as well. We have a lot of spots on different maps where you can just kill somebody easily. They cannot move, they cannot dodge, they cannot do anything. They're just getting instantly killed. I'm talking about search and destroy most of the time because that's the most played mode in Combat Master right now. He says sonar should be nerfed. I kinda agree with this one. Sonar is pretty OP right now, especially in other modes than Combat Zone. In Combat Zone, it's not really that strong. It's not strong at all. But in other modes, you can have a wall hack. You can literally have a wall hack, and it helps you a lot in killing campers or cheaters, You can counter somebody that uses a wall hack by using this perk and having your own wall hack, They should also make it last a little bit less. Just give a little hint where people are moving. I'm clueless about it. I like it so far though. Thanks for the answers, Complex. Then we have Toge. He is a really good EU player. He's also a part of EXT. The most annoying things for him are hit markers. 5 out of 5 so far. I'm not gonna say anything about it anymore. One thing you fear the most in Combat Master, facing better players. Couldn't think of last 2. There's nothing much to say about this. He has the same answers as Blitz. He fears facing better players or, somebody being better than him. I can agree on that one. Then we have Ivkex, another EU goat who's also from Serbia, who's also in EXT, who also participated in my last GeoGuessr video against Cherry, who we mentioned earlier in the video. That doesn't matter now. We have bots with dual mag 10s and shotguns again. Also people who use them. Hit markers 6 out of 6. I don't want to say anything. Ranked mode, more animated cool looking camos. I agree on that one. Maybe some animated camos that are not hard to get. They nerfed the weapon grinding and the weapon leveling, so getting fade is actually not that hard. I can also make videos about grinding fade if you guys want me to. But yeah, I agree on Ivkex. Thanks for answering. We have Vinny, a controller goat from NA and also EXT. One thing I fear the most whenever Alpha says soon. And lastly, fix slide canceling, please. Okay, so hit markers. Again, is it 7 out of 7? I'm not counting, trust me, I'm not counting at all. Everybody so far is talking about hit markers as the most annoying thing, and I agree. Also, the thing he fears the most is whenever Alpha says soon with these little winky face emojis. I believe people have nightmares from it. I believe we all have nightmares from it. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. More modes, more maps, more optimization. I agree. Nothing more to be said about that. Kill feed function, exactly like in COD. That would be fun though. Also, ranges for melees. Actually, in this game, some melees have a bigger range than the others. So, for an example, katanas and swords have a bigger range than the rest of the melees for some reason. And that's kind of OP if you use these two. That's why people most of the time use these two. It makes sense, right? I don't know if they have fixed it yet because I haven't used any of them since I don't even know when. But yeah, I agree. We should have less melee range. And fix slide canceling. Slide canceling doesn't exist, guys. You have to understand that slide canceling in this game doesn't exist yet. And Vinny made a video on it. He has a full tutorial on it. How can you not do slide canceling? So check it out if you want to be 100% sure that it's true. Thanks, Vinny. Then we have Quickass or Jay, who I already mentioned with Complex. earlier in the video. They're two biggest goats of the game. Nothing else needs to be said. And they're both in EXT. Firebread and hit markers. Hit markers and firebread. Remove firebreads, fix hit markers, and that's all he said. I agree with him. Dragon bread, the most annoying thing. Also hit markers. 8th time. Let's say it's 8th time. I probably messed it up in counting. He would add into the game more skin bundles and more guns, which I agree on. We need more bundles, we need more skins. I would like to see skin bundles. I mean team bundles, because a lot of teams already made those for them while, you know, making custom camos. Thanks Quickass, my legend. Then we have Elizabeth, the only girl in EXT and also one of really good controller players in this game. So we have hit markers again. She's talking about melee hit markers, but it's just overall hit markers, let's be honest. That's 9 out of 9 so far. A custom skin workshop, that's what we actually do need in the game. That would be fun, honestly. I believe that's third one so far. I believe Cherry and Blitz mentioned workshops, I already forgot. And the team voice chat would be sick. Like imagine joining a game, being able to communicate with your team. That would be hella good. I mean, we don't have ranked yet, so that's not really a must have. But when we do get ranked in the game, team voice chats needs to be there. So removed fixed hit markers, dual mech nerf, and shotgun nerf. I agree with those nerfs. There's nothing to be said anymore. Thanks Elizabeth. Let's move on to the next one. We have Rez. Rez is the OG. He's the first person that showed on my first ever stream in Combat Master. You know, he's the person who was there since day one of my content creation. Like, I gotta say, he was there since the day one. And when I first started playing the game, seeing a #1 overall was a shock to me, because back then you really needed skill to be #1, and he was that dude. Going into people's streams, supporting them, supporting me, being by my side, getting me into EXT. You know, he just inspired me to do all the content and do what I'm doing now. You know, so I'm really thankful to Rez. Okay, let's not talk about my life stories. Let's move on to the video. Also take away simple effects option to use grenades. The most annoying things are hit markers, 10 out of 10 so far, or MP or text chat for in-game communication. That's what I mentioned back with Elizabeth. There's nothing to say anymore. Ping system, again, what Wallace said. Proximity chat for combat zone, that's a new one. We do need proximity chat. Like, imagine having a Warzone looking combat zone, because it's already looking like Warzone, no? And having a proximity chat, imagine how much content we would get. Imagine me doing all the content with proximity chats. That would be so fun. And other content creators as well. And the real slide cancelling mechanic, that's what Vinny said and made a video on. I totally agree with Rez on this one. He's definitely one of the most experienced people in this game. Remove 100% hipfire on all weapons. Yep, I agree, hipfires could be hella strong, especially if you're running a full accuracy build. You know, just run an AVM with a no-scope build and no-scope everybody across the map, which is hella stupid. And about Simplifact's opinions on grenades, well, Simplifact loves using grenades and he's insanely good on grenades, so I'm not gonna say anything. Doesn't need to be taken out of his hands, I agree. Then we have Wacky, who recently joined EXT. I haven't really played with him, but I definitely know he's one of the pro players in this game. So we have hit markers again, 11 out of 11. He also wants shotgun and dual mag 10 bots removed. That was third or fourth person who mentioned that so far. I'm gonna make a counter on the screen. You guys will see how many times they mentioned something. Then again, he wants ranked into the game. We all wanted finally some skill-based matchmaking, you know. And the perfect insta-kill head tracking that the bots have. Bots are hella OP in a close range. You don't want to get close to the bots. If you do, I would just pray if I were you. 2v11 or just V is the best controller player in the game right now, who's also in EXT. Well, Vinny is definitely the best movement controller player. V is hella good on just controller overall. He's insane. Like, I don't know how can somebody beat him in a 1v1. I don't think anybody has beaten him yet. Okay, that doesn't matter. So I believe he's the only person that hasn't mentioned hit markers so far, but I think he also encounters this issue. So yeah, people who cheat in this game and they're covering their cheats, claiming they're not cheating and claiming they're good at the game is definitely annoying. Or people who camp, you know, they camp behind the walls or they camp in spawn, they just hold you with a sniper, hit some flicks, you know, hit some shots, and then they call themselves good. Yeah, and one thing he fears the most is also what I fear the most is them going into the wrong direction with the game and ruining it. We don't want that. The game has a lot of potential. We still have a chance in bringing it back alive, you know? And it's living right now. It's living. Like I said, there's a lot of things going on into the game, but we need more content. We need more stuff added. Again, ranked system. I agree with him. All you need is a lot of playtime. If you get a number 1, you're a person who puts a lot of time into the game. He says that you don't have a life. I mean, you can have a life, but you spend at least 5 or 6 hours per day, if not more, to get that number 1 and hold it for 30 days. That's a lot of time. So no offense to anybody, because I was also the one who got number 1 twice, and I'm not offended. I was also number 1 overall, and I know how much time I put in. He's definitely right about this one. Tolmec 10s, you have 0 skill if you use them. Impact nades as well, and grenade launchers. Grenade launchers are so strong now, but you can use the EOD 50% perk, so you can easily avoid impact grenades and grenade launchers, but having Tolmec 10s is definitely 0 skill. Same with shotguns and dragon breaths, so thanks V. Then we have Schultzy, who's one of my favorite streamers, content creators, one of my favorite people. I believe he hasn't played a game in a while, and also he hasn't streamed in a while, but he's also a really good player in this game. I love this dude so much. So once again, hit markers, cheaters, developers continuing lack of addressing player feedback and prioritizing of bug fixes. We already mentioned that. Ranked mode, again, bots removed. We need more people to play, and the only way of getting more people to play is by updating the game, bringing more content into it. Then removing the bots would be hella good. I mean, having them offline is good enough. Server-sided, more maps, definitely more maps, more game modes, fun game modes. I believe Multi mentioned some game modes. I believe he's the next one, so you'll see what he meant by it. More packs, weapons, skins, and better anti-cheat. Again, better anti-cheat. Thanks, Schultzy. Okay, Multi is one of the best mobile players and also a content creator. He does a lot of montages and fun content, you know, funny meme videos about Combat Master, so you definitely need to check him out. That's a huge message by Multi, but I agree with him on the most. The thing is, we heard the perspective of a mobile person right now, of a mobile player, and you guys can see, you can also see how the game looks like to him. Like he said, mobile needs more optimization. It's not optimized good yet. I've seen everywhere people still complaining about it. Also, the game dying is what we fear the most. The game modes he mentioned look really fun. I agree with him. You already explained it a little bit, so I don't need to. More maps. We will not get bored after 5 game streak on Caribbean. God damn, bro, how much I hate Caribbean. I hate that map. And last, I would add more weapons because there are not a lot of weapons in the game, in my opinion. I agree on that one. Also, nerfing camo challenges. I believe they're already nerfed enough. Thing is, getting Fade is not hard. For an example, if you wanna unlock gold, for gold you need 400 headshots, which is definitely a lot. But for Fade, you need to kill 4 people in a rapid fire, which is totally not hard. I did my Fade, like I did all 3 Fades in just 3 minutes, I believe, 5 minutes. It wasn't that hard at all, but getting 400 headshots for something that's less good than Fade, I agree, that should be a little bit nerfed. Thanks, Multi. Then we have Stars, another controller demon. Also at EXT, he did a few tutorials about camos, so if you guys want to have a custom camo on your weapon, you should check his video out. Hit markers again, he explained it already. The lack of content again, or low amount of content again, but we don't want that. I already talked about it, so we're gonna slide into the next one. I agree with him. People get all the hype when the update arrives, but a few days after, or already a week after the update goes out, all the hype just dies and nobody is as hyped anymore. When Combat Zone got out, I was getting up to 20k views per video. Not per video, I mean my first video got 22k views, and then the rest, like thousands and thousands of views, just started slowly dying. Cold Mobile talked about it in his video. He talked about the issue. He also mentioned one of my tweets or messages I sent to him about it, like my opinion about the game. Workshops again. But the custom skins, I agree with Stars on this one. Fix hit markers again, remove bots from rank lobbies. When we do get rank system, don't want bots in it. Fix the key binding issue again. Like I said, people are complaining about it, so we need it fixed. Aerolite, a good friend of mine who's literally finding every single glitch in this game. Like, this person is the person who can break the game by just finding some crazy exploits and glitches, so props to him. Also, he mentioned the XP glitch. glitch, which I didn't even know exists. Because we used to have the XP glitch, it would last 6 or 7 months. I had the XP glitch for 6 months. If somebody doesn't know what XP glitch is, so you get stuck on your screen after the XP starts popping on your screen about how much XP you got from that certain game. It just locks on, for an example, 999, and it just keeps spamming, you know, like you're getting infinite amount of XP, but it's actually glitching. In order to avoid that, you need to close the game, restart it, you know, reopen the game, and then queue the game. Hella annoying to deal with after every single game you finish. Oh damn, man, I'm glad they fixed it, but if some people are still encountering the issues, that's... damn. Getting stuck auto-locking, not diffusing, I agree. Teams for combat zone would be fun, or having those in squads in general. Keen progression system, more modes, perhaps even some Easter eggs. Also spawns, I agree. We should have some different spawns so we don't have first frame killing like Complex mentioned. I believe he mentioned it. We're all encountering issues with first frame killing. First frame killing is when you spawn in a search and destroy game and you can't move, you can't do anything for a few seconds, and somebody kills you off spawn because you just cannot move. You know, just move them a little bit to the right, left, I don't even know. Depends on the map. And also fix hit markers again. Thanks Aerolite again. Let's get into the next one. We have Close Calls, my legend, who's also a founder of the EXT team with Simply Facts, of course. So yeah, I agree with him. They fixed the XP glitch. Now the game is too repetitive, you know. It's basically a loop. He would also add ranked mode. Again, a clan system and ranked leaderboards. Bot coding, that's what Walla mentioned about bots having a different paths, you know, different coding, doing, you know, moving differently than they do now, because we already know how they move. We know how we can easily encounter bots anytime because they always move the same. You just can't get it out of your head. And they're kind of OP at some point. I agree with that one as well. Thanks, Close. Middle Child, who's also one of the best mobile players with multi. He also does content, so please check him out as well. So yeah, we do need more optimization, more bugs. Alfa already mentioned it. He said we will get more optimizations, so let's just stick to that. His phone is doing his best. He's probably not the only person. People with low-end devices are encountering a lot of issues. People quitting the game, that's what we all fear. Once again, he wants voice chat to be added. Oh yeah, that would be a good one. In-game text box. So voice chat should be at least in combat zone. Like combat zone voice chat or proximity chats should be there. Duos and trios as well. When they do add ranked or other modes, we should have voice chat. That's pretty much it. Inferno, I believe you guys already know who he is. He owns the Combat Master League, where they host most of the tournaments and leagues, which is partnered with Alpha Bravo on their official server, so you guys better check it out. He's also an OG and a really experienced person in this game. He's said a lot of interesting stuff. I want you guys to read this and take some time to think about it. Okay, so that was a long message. Pretty much, I agree with him on most of it, not because I'm too lazy to talk about it again, but he already explained everything pretty much. There's nothing to be said. A new thing we heard now is weekly small tournaments, in-game workshops is what we already heard. You know, some little rewards we would get for those tournaments and stuff. We don't have to have money rewards, we can have some skin rewards and stuff. That would be sick in the game. Domination, hardpoint, multi-team, zombie mode. That's, I believe multi mentioned hardpoint and domination. That would also be good. A spectator mode or a replay mode, or well, theater mode like he said, is definitely a must-have. Like imagine having a spectator mode, just being able to spectate anybody. That's also a lot of content. If we don't have kill cams, we can get replay system, and with replay system you can just rewatch what you did. You can work on your mistakes, you can see what you did wrong and what can you work on better. You can already see how others people in that game played, or if somebody's cheating, or if somebody's, you know, legit. Thank you, man, once again for replying to me. That was a huge message. It's very valuable though. I appreciate it. And then we have Spades, who's also a content creator, or well, a streamer on Twitch, who was in Fear. I don't know if he's still in Fear, but he's also one of the really good players in the game. He's definitely a pro. So we have hit markers again. Grenades, yeah, they're kind of annoying, even though you have EOD and it protects you like with 50% of damage. It's still painful to play against these. Prestige system would be hella good. It is in the works. It says coming soon. Has been saying coming soon for the past 6 months, but I hope they're working on it. Yeah, more XP levels would be good as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, Spades, again. Let's get to the next one. I guess the next one is the last one, so... thankfully. The last pro who replied is Wacky, who's an insanely good player on EU and an EXT, of course. So we have hit markers again, explosives, dual mech 10s, everything we already mentioned. Spectator mode, rank system, custom crosshairs. Yeah, custom crosshairs is what nobody mentioned so far, and that's what we would need. Would be hella useful, you know, to customize your crosshair would be sick. Having possibility to see your stats only for the current session of leaderboard, that would be also sick. And season 2. Yep, we're all waiting for season 2. Alpha. Please. Dragon Breath M4 nerf, dual mech 10s, explosive damages, yep. SND spawn kill, that's the first frame kill we talked about with Complex. And bots AI rework, again, they're not supposed to aimbot us. The way they track, the way they instantly headshot you, one tap you, just flicking is insanely good. Also change the bot paths, and that's pretty much it for today. Also, right after I finish recording the video, Easy replied to my message. Easy is one of the best controller players in the game, also a founder of Team Fear, which won the Winter Major team. I believe you guys already know. I believe by overkill he meant overcharge, and in my opinion it's kinda fun to use two primary weapons. I don't know, especially in combat zone, it's hella fun to use this radar perk or sonar perk, which gives you a little wall hack, which we talked about previously in the video. I agree with him, it needs to be nerfed at least. He also fears the most that devs kill the game, and he says it's already on that path. I mean, kind of. We're trying to keep the game alive. We're doing as much content as we can. We're also doing tournaments, you know, having fun, trying to have fun, and bring even more content into the scene. The same thing I'm doing right now. He would also add ranked into the game. I agree. We need ranked, definitely. He says remove all perks, rebuff nades, fix in-game leaderboard. He wants all perks to be removed. I kinda like the way they work. You can have some useful perks. I mean, most of them are useful and fun to use. So, and that's pretty much it. Thank you, Easy, once again for replying, man. Let's get back to the outro. So that was a lot. I was talking non-stop without a break this whole time since the beginning. My bad if my voice is a little bit different or if I'm talking through my nose because I'm a little bit sick. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. It really means a lot. The support you guys are showing me is insane. And I hope to see you into the next video where I will have you guys from the comments and talk about it with you. Like, what do you fear the most? What is the most annoying thing for you? What would you remove? What would you add? This will help us. Alpha will hopefully see this video. He will watch it till the end. So we want to help developers as much as we can. So thank you guys once again. The video is hella long. My bad again. But I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice one. Bye bye.